Cheeseburger Backpack honestly felt like mainly a filler episode that I thought about for a while, which gave me second thoughts until scrapping this review or doing it, and since I ended up doing a review of it, I'm just gonna be real with you. This really feels like a Zelda episode when it comes to a character holding on to multiple items and using it in order to go through obstacles. Maybe it's just me thinking about it, considering that this is the second or third time I'm rewatching this episode, but this episode is mainly a parody of the Zelda games. The only difference is that Steven has a backpack while Link doesn't. The episode begins with Steven receiving a package from Jamie that is the Cheeseburger backpack. And with a mission going on with the Crystal Gems, this leads to the episode where Steven uses his Cheeseburger backpack to good use. They need to go on top of the Lunar Sea Spiral during midnight to place the Moon Goddess statue before it's too late. Let me just say this right now, when I first watched this episode, I was honestly amazed on the location that they were going to. But since that this is all about Steven's Cheeseburger backpack, I'm gonna be totally real with you. It really feels like that Steven is at the age where he kills a lot of things, and I'm not gonna lie, I did the same thing when I go up north. And thinking about it here, it really feels like that he took random things, and the reason onto why some of the stuff works in this episode for him is mainly the fact that this is way too simple. I mean, granted, the mission is difficult, but in comparison as the series progresses, this is mainly amateur levels. What I really appreciate from this episode is mainly of how the Crystal Gems are just trying to accept Steven's choices, because since that most of Steven's things from his Cheeseburger backpack worked, it goes to show that the Crystal Gems just don't know what Steven's life is like when it comes to hanging out with the citizens at Beach City. And to tell you the truth, considering that we get more Beach City episodes involving the Beach City citizens, it kind of makes sense, and even though it may be a different story after Season 1, it's not like that the episodes from the first season are worthless. This episode honestly feels a lot more of Steven just trying to handle things on his own, even though in this occasion, like I said, it's amateur levels. But believe me, with this being one of the first episodes, it's not like we're expecting much, since that there was a lot going on behind the scenes, and when it comes to the series progressing, there was a lot going on with the other elements. Believe me, I can tell for a fact that this episode tries to have Steven be a little confident in himself when it comes to the stuff that he brought along from his Cheeseburger backpack. When they get on top of the Lunar Sea Spiral, Steven realizes that he doesn't have the Moon Goddess statue, so he ends up using his plush doll, Mr. Queasy, and the spiral sunk. To tell you the truth, I don't really blame Steven for the fact that we won't be able to see this place again, but at the same time, this is also him gaining development on growing as a character. To tell you the truth, this episode is really enjoyable, and I really liked it for how much effort there was when it comes to Steven's development and his Cheeseburger backpack. It's kind of a shame that it doesn't get used as the series progresses. I mean, it's been used a few times, but still. Then again, it's mainly the fact that Steven has developed a lot more, especially when it comes to his gem powers, but still. I'm giving this episode a 7.25 out of 10.